It says Facebook is building an audience for you.
Great. It's so weird that you can push a button and then all of a sudden be like in front of, hundreds of people, and then thousands of people will watch this later.
Afterwards, yeah. So do me a favor, if we are actually live, which we think we are, I'm trying to find out on my computer here if we're live. Just tell us where you're from and tell us that you can hear us well.
We're in Nashville, Tennessee.
Luke
I can't text.
joined.
I can't hit that.
So, can you hear us?
Okay,
I think we're live.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a lot of people.
If we are, so tonight we are talking about, oh, by the way, the fact that we just put our kids to bed and still have the opportunity to talk to you around the world, around the United States. Like, just tell us where you're from.
It's not just the United States.
It's really cool. It's around the world. Yeah. Let's go Canada.
But like lots of other countries, which is awesome. Anyway.
My wife's Canadian, so. Livingston, Texas. Chicago. Nice.
That's so cool.
This is cool.
Okay.
All right. So.
We're talking about the voice.
That voice that we use only with our brides and, well, grooms and
I use
also
it
with our kids.
Josh.
This is a story that this happened about a year ago, and it happened with our 3-year-old, and it was interesting because it was a shocker for me to realize, like, the first time that I realized, like, whoa, my kids are picking up who I am. Hey, there's a Michigan person, and I say we because I grew up in Pennsylvania, so Penn State plays Michigan this weekend, so it'll be a big game. And you grew up a Michigan fan,
Go
so
Blue.
We're excited about that game.
Anyway.
So Landon, our son, he was in the bathtub, and I was dying laughing because he looked at me, and it was just this really funny moment where he was joking and he was being really funny, and he knew he was being funny, but he stuck his little finger in my face and he says, "Don't you hit people, understand?" And like,
that was horrible,
sweetie. But that's what he did. It was hilarious.
I know.
And I laughed so hard. I called Christy up and I was like, "Christy, you got to see what he just did."
Well, it's in that moment you realize, like, they pick up everything you say, your mannerisms, how you say it. Yes, go Blue. Anyway.
but it was because in that, like, he had just started hitting his sister.
Yeah.
They had just started fighting, and she started hitting his sister, and he was basically, I mean, he was projecting what I was doing to him, and I thought to myself, I never speak to anybody that way. Like, I would never come home and go, "Christy, you listen to me, understand?"
I hope not.
Right? Yeah.
But I think what's even worse than the voice that we use with our kids is the voice we use with our spouse. For me, I posted something about it today, but literally it's like that voice you would never use. Like, if you used it with your boss, you would get fired. And you would never use it with your friend or even the Target checkout clerk or the UPS guy. And it's that horrible, it's dismissive and demeaning, and it's short and it's so snappy. And I know I do it way too often. But we had this incident, was it yesterday?
Tell me about this. Tell me more.
and it was me, but was I upset with you?
I still don't know.
I don't actually really know, because the issue is never the issue, right? But I was using a very short tone, and you just stopped me in my tracks and said, "Why are you speaking to me that way?" And it was like, it made me angry, truthfully, that I wanted to just...
But my tone of voice also has to play a factor in that. Yeah. Because there's a way, like, there are times where we're like this and we get defensive.
Yeah.
And we automatically take it personally.
Which escalates the situation.
Even more so.
And you go around this cycle.
And the way to disarm that, like, I just think of it this way, like, what if we treated our spouse and our kids as if we had esteemed guests staying in our home?
Or the Target checkout clerk.
Or we're standing in Target in public and...
Yeah,
because it's true. We treat each other differently when there's other people around.
Totally.
And it's like when the doors are closed, all of a sudden we become an entirely different person. However, I do want to say, I think there's an important piece where you are safe for me, so there are times I'm frustrated. I'm taking it out on you, but I need to vent. I need to get that out. But attacking you is not the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
So that disarming, like how do we like, and this is one of the things that I work a lot with doing marriage retreats and that kind of thing, and it's helping couples do like disarm.
Yeah.
And
And de-escalate.
De-escalate, yeah.
The situation.
And part of
or
that's
the conflict.
part of that's giving in to the negative emotion. Part of that's giving in. So like if I'm short with you, for instance, so let's just say, for instance, Penn State's losing, and I'm frustrated, and it's ruining my entire day.
It's so true, though.
And
like, is that not true? It like changes their life, their demeanor,
and it's ruining my day, and I'm short with you as a result of that.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be, whether the Eagles are doing whatever.
Anyway.
Or I had a bad day.
Yes.
You saying to me, "I'm sorry you're angry. I'm sorry you're frustrated."
Yeah.
Is going to de-escalate me way more than you trying to attack me back.
I know.
And I think
But
that's
our
the key.
instinct is to attack back.
Yeah.
To defend ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key. And so I think the takeaway for us has been, and I wrote this in Safe House, is understand, it's the golden rule, do as you would have, do to others as you would have them do to you. Mm-hmm. It's in order to be understood with where we're coming from and when we're frustrated or angry or whatever is going on in our lives. Mm-hmm. In order to be understood, we must first understand. And I think for us, when Christy's mad at me or frustrated or just frustrated in general, I usually know when she's short with me, there's something else going on. And typically it's back pain or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm able to just in the moment think to myself, okay, try to understand her and what's really going on so that I don't get defensive and take it personally. And I think if we can use that principle, that's a great way to kind of just stop ourselves in our tracks and try to de-escalate the situation as if there's an esteemed guest staying with us.
Yeah.
Very
well said.
Thanks. Back to being live. Here's what we would love for you guys to do. Oh, I was going to mention this too. Screens are often a major factor in this.
Yes.
When you're on your screen or I'm on my screen and we get short with each other because we've been on the screens.
Yeah.
And so 2 things we're going to do. Number 1, we have a 14-day challenge, and we're going to put this in the post on this video at the top. So it's a 14-day challenge, how to rescue yourself, your kids, and your marriage from the screen. And it's free. You can just sign up. I'll put that link there for that if that's an issue in your home. And otherwise, we would love to have conversation with you guys because we've loved it. Like our Facebook page, Instagram. You can follow us there, Twitter. And we're doing bedtime questions, that kind of thing. But tonight, let's have a conversation surrounding this topic. And what are ways that you guys de-escalate situations? Because we would love to learn from each other. We love learning from you. We learn from a lot of you. We're really encouraged by all of you and the way that we just have this community together. And that's what we want to continue to build is the community. A community of parents and families who are doing this well. And so
I think a lot of it is just voicing the hidden issue that no one really talks about, right? In marriage, in relationships, and with your kids, and just putting words to it and conversation around it, so you realize you're not alone.
And that you're not laying in bed at night going, I wish I felt closer to my spouse, and staying up all night because you're frustrated with the relationships.
Great one.
Humor, yes.
That's a great de-escalator in a marriage, yes.
So comment, like the page. We want to interact with you. We love doing that. And I also want to make mention, we are going to, on October the 2nd, we're going to create an event for this. October the 2nd, Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to do an actual question and answer session.
I didn't know this.
And
are we?
We're doing a Q&A with Josh and Christy live. So please come and join that. We'll create the event, like the page, so that you get an update about when that is. And we're going to do Q&A. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you all so much. We will talk to you soon.
Bye.